You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Welcome to Cinema Z, a film discussion and review podcast on BQN. We're here to showcase the films you probably missed but should definitely check out. From independent and obscure to art house and absurd, each episode will gather, perhaps with a cocktail in hand, to discuss it all. I'm your host, Matt, and with me today is Mark.
Hey, Matt. I am doing great. I'm swinging into this episode
Oh,
like the 20s.
I see what you did there. Very clever. Listeners, I'm doing okay. I lost my voice.
I was
As you
going to
can
say, you
hear me.
sound better this week. Like, you sound, you usually sound pretty masculine, but, this week, holy
I sound
shit.
like I sound super masked today. I've been telling people it's giving B. Arthur, so I might randomly call you Rose, or I might say Blanche.
Okay, I'm definitely a Blanche, thank you.
Say, oh, come on, Ma. Come on, Ma.
Oh, I love Dorothy, though. Yeah, Dorothy's great. I'm just not a Rose.
So, listeners, I am very curious about what Mark is drinking. What are you drinking?
Oh, this week, ladies and gentlemen, I put down the ginger beer and the whiskey. I put it aside. It's in the
Shock.
cupboard. Yes, no, something else. I wanted something a little more classy, a little more sophisticated. So I have a tall, healthy glass here of Pinot Grigio.
Oh my.
Mm.
It looks very lovely on the camera, listeners. I
you.
am drinking water again today. I have a water bottle with me off camera here just
You're
because
drinking cough syrup.
I have to go somewhere after this, so I'm being responsible. But
Listeners, Matt is not sick at all, actually. His throat issues is totally due to his boyfriend.
what can I say? I have a thrussy that is so good. If you threw it up in the air,
I'm dead.
it would turn into sunshine.
Yes, amazing. Best line in the film.
It's a great line. It's a great
Oh
line.
my god. And the
what's
look on Red Fox's face.
That's what sells it. That's what sells the whole bit, is that Red Fox just looks up with like genuine wonder and awe, and he just smiles up into the sky.
Oh my god. Yeah, no lines needed. Nope.
Oh God. So before we start talking about the movie, what's been in our tubes? What have we been watching? Mark, what have you been watching?
So this part of the pod has been sponsored by Letterboxd. I've decided, because that's the only way I can remember this shit. Because I used to forget between the episodes, but now I'm using Letterboxd, and they're not sponsoring this pod, but they totally should.
They should.
But it's my new social media obsession, because I watch a film and then I put the little rating on there and I leave a little review, and it keeps track of all the stuff I'm watching. So the last thing I watched of note probably was A Real Pain. My cousin recommended I check it out. And I'm going to read you my review, because they're always quick snippets. So on Letterboxd, my screen name is MW207, by the way. Anyway, I say A Real Pain is a comedy about a couple of estranged Jewish cousins reuniting for a road trip visiting Holocaust sites. First of all, the concept of this film is bizarrely funny. Secondly, you have an incredible cast with Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin as the updated Felix and Oscar characters from The Odd Couple. There were unexpected twists and turns and emotional weight, but the train kept moving, clocking in at a cool 1.5 hours. It's the perfect length for this film. I definitely recommend.
How lovely. Lovely.
What have you been watching?
What have I been watching? Yesterday, I went to go see an indie film called My Dead Friend Zoe, starring the very talented Sonequa Martin Green, who I also,
Really?
yes, and I just call her my Hollywood cousin now because she just
Okay.
gives
Yeah,
like,
she's not your mom.
she's not my Hollywood mom. That's my Hollywood mom is Viola Davis. My
Yep.
Hollywood cousin is Sonequa Martin Green. She's like your favorite cousin on your daddy's side. Like she
You should
gives that
tell
kind of
her
energy.
next
I
time you see her.
I will tell her one day when I see her putting it out there in the universe, and we'll be best friends. We'll be best cousins. Anyway, the movie is about this war veteran that is trying to get her life together. She has to do a certain number of for lack of better words, therapy hours, group therapy hours with other military veterans. And there was a specific character based off of her time serving in the military that she was best friends with that is kind of the voice in her head throughout the movie. And we see throughout the film the friendship that evolved and in some ways kind of devolved between these two people, and how that the trauma of that situation has played on her. It was great. It was just great. I was crying at the end. It's also
Was
funny.
she crying?
Yes, she was.
Oh, okay. She's very good at that.
She's great at everything. She's just, what I love about Sonequa is that she just throws herself into whatever she does. And she's like, she's set the bar as an actor, and I gotta get there. Sonequa's in it. Ed Harris is in it. Morgan Freeman is in it.
Really?
Yes, Morgan Freeman
Ed
is in it.
Harris and Morgan Freeman.
And Morgan Freeman.
That's an interesting pair.
It's very interesting. It's well done. It's well done. It's also I mean, the film might be on its way out of theaters right now, but there's something that you can do where you can donate a ticket to, you can either donate a ticket to your veteran, or you can donate money after watching the film. Like they have a video of a contribution that you can make. It's take a veteran to the film. That is something that they requested. So take a veteran
Oh, cool.
to the film, or watch it with a veteran as well, and maybe have a discussion afterwards. But it's a beautiful piece, beautiful story, well done, everybody involved. Okay, now moving on to the film that we're discussing today. One of my personal favorites, one that got me through junior high school, Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights was released in theaters in 1989. It was written and directed by Eddie Murphy, starring Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Delle Reese, Jasmine Guy, and many other Black Hollywood
Jasmine
legends.
Guy. Listen, before I knew I liked men, I knew I liked Jasmine Guy.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know what it is, but she's got this sexual energy that transcends.
She was stunning. And when you talk about range, from the character that she played in Different World, which I
Whitney
think was,
Whitley.
yeah, from Whitney Whitley to Dominic LaRue in this movie, those characters are complete opposites.
Oh,
And
totally.
she nailed it. She nailed it. There's so
And
much.
she was at the height of her career at that point too.
Yes, she was. This movie had so many Black legends, Black Hollywood legends, Black comedic legends.
Delle Reese.
Delle Reese, who, I mean, I knew at that point, before my dad showed me this movie. Shout out to my dad. My dad showed me this movie. I knew Delle Reese from Touched by an Angel.
Touched by an Angel.
So when I saw Delle Reese in this movie, I said, wait a minute, I don't understand.
What is happening here?
I had been wrong about everything in my life. I know nothing. I didn't even finish the synopsis because we've just been gushing about the movie. No, it's cool. Let me just finish the synopsis, listeners. The film is set in 1930s Harlem, New York, where a Black-owned gambling house must deal with strong competition, gangsters, and corrupt cops in order to stay in business. So, Mark, why did you
Yes.
want to watch this film?
Oh, so okay. The first time, I'll tell you the first time. The first time I watched this movie, I was on a nerd quest to just absorb the classics, the bests of the best. And so I was going through all the movies that I was growing up. I had heard, oh, you got to watch this, you got to watch that, and I hadn't seen them. Right, so I was just rotating through like Clockwork Orange and like all the ones that everybody knows, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I know it's just Kubrick, but like those are the ones that come to mind. But like it was just a whole bunch of movies that for months I was just diving through, and Harlem Nights was just one of those films that I knew that I just had to watch, and I know I really liked it when I originally watched it, but this was like years ago, so age, drugs, whatever. My brain's just not what it used to be.
Oh, oh my.
uh, and so it's a little fuzzy. My memory was a little fuzzy on this one. So when you mentioned you wanted to watch it, I was thrilled because like, oh yeah, I remembered. I liked that. I don't remember why I liked it, but yes, let's watch that one. That's my
I
excuse.
this movie has been part of my childhood from, I want to say when I was 12, maybe. That's when I was shown it for the first time. I remember seeing little snippets of it here and there on TV because my parents would watch it on TV in the living room. My mom and my stepdad would watch it. And I remember if there are any Busta Rhymes or Pharrell fans out there like me, there's a specific segment of Harlem Nights that is spoofed in one of Busta Rhymes' music videos. I think the song is "Past the Gavarsier," and they mimic a scene from Harlem Nights. And so when my dad showed me the movie, and then I saw the clip later on the spoof a couple of years down the road in Past the Gavarsier, I knew exactly what they were referencing. But that aside, I wanted to revisit this movie because I'd just been meaning to revisit it for a long time. I also think in the last few months, in regards to everything that's happening, I really just want to amplify Black art and Black cinema, especially in
Amen.
terms of
Yeah.
especially what's happening in terms of Hollywood right now. Hollywood is not doing well, but when things are on the chopping block in Hollywood, 9 times out of 10, what they're going to cut first is the material that's representing minorities, queer, people of color, and so on. So, all those reasons, I wanted to go back and watch this. Also, it's just fucking funny. It's hilarious.
Here, here.
And going off of the cast being hilarious, I have to say that everybody was firing on all cylinders in this movie. Now, unfortunately, the film was given a Razzie Award, and one of the critiques was that it was thin on plot. And so, I thought about that,
What?
and huh?
They said it. That's the reason it got a Razzie? They said it was thin on plot?
I mean, that's not one of the reasons, but it was a critique because when I saw that it won a Razzie Award, I was like, that's ridiculous. And then
Yeah.
I started looking at different critiques, and one of the critics said that the film was thin on plot, and I was like, I don't, I the
This
whole it
this
was
isn't Snakes on a Plane.
exactly. It's not Snakes on a Plane. I do think that, thinking about the way that Hollywood is and continues to be, and thinking about the time that this movie was made in 1989, where Hollywood was even more racist, I think that this movie was well done, and I think that there are people that didn't like that it was well done. That's my opinion. If there was going to be anything, the critique regarding to the plot being thin, I think if there's any validation for that, it might be due to the comedic improvisation from a predominantly comedic cast. You have a cast of comedians who are hilarious, and comedians need to be able to improvise. As long as going along with the text in certain moments to keep the story going, they have to improvise and do what they do. So my question is, did this really hurt the film? And with this formula of improvisation, do you think that it might have been the fact that this film may have been ahead of its time with just letting comedians improvise and go, because now people do that all the time in movies, and the movie can be freaking hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, have you yeah, have you seen any movie with Seth Rogen in it ever? Uh
Exactly.
that's exactly what they do, and it has that same style of comedy. Like, I love Pineapple Express. It's one of my favorite comedies. I own it. And this has that same kind of vibe. It's like a you know, a gangster sort of crime comedy. And that's actually a really good choice that I compared to that film, because that's kind of what it is. Different being is Pineapple Express is mostly white people, so it was better received. But they're doing
Right.
like the same kind of thing.
It's the same bit, and I definitely think I mean I don't know were there a lot of movies that were doing kind of that comedic formula of just letting them go? I mean, I know that it happened in the 80s, but I don't know. I just
I don't think mainstream, not like this, not with a bunch of like A-listers.
right.
Yeah. Was your question was if it hurt the film?
Yeah, if it hurt the film in terms of like, plot and story, do you think that it hurt it?
No, no, not in the least, actually. Because you know I recognize so much talent in this film. Like, I recognize, like, I mean, this everybody that talks about this film knows that the cast is stacked, you know. But like, when you see, like, Jasmine there, and Red Fox, and like the whole cast of characters in this, and everybody's sort of doing their Dick, like Delle Reese, you know, they all have like this. I don't know. They're given their space to do their brand of comedy in a way that only they could get away with doing.
Yes.
And in Shining, like that moment you were talking about at the beginning, with Red Fox just sort of doesn't say a line, but it's all on his face and stuff.
Yes.
And was he the one? No, was it him that had the glasses as well, or no?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, okay. The bit with the glasses, when he makes him put on the glasses, and then he pulls it way too far down, and then his eyes are sort of bugging out, and then he like starts. Richard Pryor starts walking away, and he's like, "Fuck you," or something like that. I was just like, yes, yes. Like, it's just these little things. He doesn't have to say like a joke. He doesn't have to say anything. It doesn't have to be this big thing. It's just these real world situational. It's almost like a British comedy, dry humor
It
that
really
glitters this thing.
is. And
Yeah,
you gotta because they are so quick, these comedians, they are
everybody,
so fast. And if you
everybody.
missed it, you missed it.
Hmm.
And I think about it in comparison to some sitcoms that like I when I used to do background work, I would do background work for some sitcom TV shows, and I would watch how the rehearsal process would go before they would film, before the actors would film the scene. And basically what you have is you have the director of the episode there and whoever else is working behind the scenes there, sitting there watching the rehearsal for the scene. They have the script out and all of the jokes are kind of written out. And at one point, everybody pauses to wait for
Oh
the
my
laugh
goodness.
that's supposed to enter, the laugh track that's going to make it in, and then they keep going. And it is so formulaic. It's not funny. I'm sorry.
Can
It's
I? Well, no, no, no. Listen, there is. I gotta tell you, there is. People are obsessed with the Big Bang Theory, like so many people. I'm not. I've never thought the Big Bang Theory was funny. I'm a nerd and I love Star Trek, but I just don't find it funny at all. Anyway, but the only time the Big Bang Theory ever made me laugh, and this has happened before, is I found a clip on YouTube that's like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes long, of the Big Bang Theory with the laugh track removed. So all you're getting is the awkward waiting for laughter. And that to me was hilarious. And I just watched it like dying. I'm like, this is so awkward and cringe that I laughed.
I mean, but you
Look it
see
up.
what I mean? And the thing is that, I think even in this time period, I mean, this movie came out in '89, and I'm thinking about TV shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Family Matters. And I mean, I think Living Single did it too, where you had live audiences there. And that's how you knew your bit was
Yeah.
funny. Because if the audience laughed out loud
Will and
at the
Grace.
bit, Will and Grace did it too. Yeah, if the audience laughed out loud at the bit, you knew that you had it. And from my understanding, if the joke didn't land, they would stop filming, and then they have someone come over and say, you know what, that's not landing. Try this joke. And then you try something else. And if that got it, and you moved on. But, I say all that to say improvisation, being in the moment, live audiences. I think that stuff is, that's where the comedic gold is, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on to our next topic. This movie really, even though it's a comedy, there is something to be said about especially in what year is this? 1938, 1930s. In Harlem,
Well, the
this
20s, wasn't it? Roaring 20s?
I thought it was 1930s.
I It was 100 years ago.
Is
That we are sure.
um but this film, even though it's a comedy, it really does say something by showing, not by telling us, but just by
Mhm.
showing us about black black wealth, a black run business that's doing well, that's thriving.
Mhm.
Too often in America, there is an attempt to erase or destroy black wealth. For example, we've got the Tulsa massacre of Black Wall Street in 1921. Now, luckily, in this movie, the Sugar Ray crew is able to, they fight back, and they're able to leave Harlem with some money and hopefully start anew somewhere
You
else.
gave away the ending.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh gee. But they're able to fight back and start anew somewhere else with against the opposition of this Italian mobster that wants to gut the casino of its wealth. So my question is, how important is it for marginalized communities in this time to support each other financially?
Uh, well, I think it's essential. I think if you look at history, I mean, uh, that's how any marginalized group has been able to come up or get ahead. It's not, you know, been by themselves alone. It's through building a coalition of other people and supporting each other and one another. So it's like every marginalized community. You know what I mean? If you're able to pitch in and help, um, you as a group or as a community can lift up. Like slavery didn't end in America because although black people went into the houses and took guns, it was like no, it ended with support and help of white people. Like we ended it together, and I feel like that's how persecution. That's how you get over it. We need to work together and support each other.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree. I think that if we can look at what's happening today in our country in terms of the different companies that have been rolling back DEI, and how a lot of people have been getting together and boycotting. I know that Target took a financial hit. There was a
Did you see
day.
what I posted about that?
No, or did I?
Oh, I posted something about that because I was particularly disappointed in the company. I used to work for Target years and years ago, and I was always very proud of that company that I had worked there because of its long-standing support for diversity and inclusion, like since the beginning. Like I mean, I'm talking. I worked there, 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, and that was always something that I was proud of. They seemed to be very progressive,
And it
and so when this
really,
happened,
yeah.
I was like, "Wow!" It
I
just meant to me on a personal level that all of that the all of the advertising and the rainbow t-shirts during Pride and supporting parades and all that stuff was just lip service to make more money, and at the end they were just a soulless corporation like every other. They turned their backs so quickly on the community.
It was
Fuck you,
so
Target.
fast, and I mean, and
They made their money on the backs of gay people.
they
They
really
did,
did.
man.
They did, and I got to tell you guys, listeners, I have to tell you because just taking off of what Mark said, it didn't seem for a while. It didn't seem like it was a phony attempt to
No.
be inclusive, because I remember there was a Target that I would go to in college back in my old neighborhood, and that Target was gay. Like or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
or
yeah.
queer. Like
Mhm.
everybody in that Target was, that every employee in that Target was some color of the rainbow, and I low key go in there sometimes just because I wanted to see somebody cute.
Mhm.
I mean, you had also like the Pride merch. You had a lot of Black History merch. I got some Black History T-shirts from there, some Pride merch. But would go on for years. This is just part of what Target did, and
Yeah.
when I would see that the employees in that Target, I thought to myself, "Wow, everybody in here is some form of queer. Like this is their employment thing. This is what they do." And like you said, Mark, they snatched it
On a
away.
dime. They rolled over like a dog.
It was fast.
Mhm.
It was fast. But again, with these boycotts that are happening, a lot of people are taking their money away from these businesses that are rolling back DEI, and they are now putting their money towards businesses that have stood defiant against Donald Trump.
Reverend
Um,
Al Sharpton, man, he led that
he
march into Costco as
listen,
a shop in is what he was
yes,
calling it. Mhm.
we've got to give it up. I have to take a quick minute to give it up to the Reverend for decades later. He shouldn't have to, and I feel bad because I look at the Reverend, and to me, maybe he's not tired. He might not be tired, but I know he's older. He shouldn't have to
He's
do
certainly
this.
sick of everybody's bullshit.
He is. I mean, he's been right because he's lived through another version
Yeah.
of this.
Mm.
And he should not have to do this, but so much love to the Reverend for coming out here and getting back in there and unifying us.
Thanks,
Um,
Rev.
thank you, Reverend. Also, listeners, I encourage you to participate in the boycotts that are happening. I constantly share the dates that different stores are, that blackout dates, if you will, for different stores. I'm pretty sure Mark does as well.
I do think it's very, like, honestly, we should always, for the end of time until we die, call every Tesla a swastika because that is the funniest shit I have
Oh,
seen out of this whole boycott culture. The
brilliant.
swastika, I fucking love it.
It's
Yes. They
brilliant.
are. They're fucking Nazis. It's made by Nazis. Made
Yeah.
by Nazis for Nazis. You drive a Tesla, sorry, sell that shit.
And so, yeah, listeners, again, I encourage you, put your money into to small businesses, Black businesses, queer businesses, um, especially in this time period, because we need it and it sends a strong message. Also, um, donate towards, for example, places like Eaton County in Los Angeles, which has a history of Black wealth. Their homes in Eaton County, or were, due to the fires now, those homes are gone, but there were homes in Eaton County that were 3 generations deep. And, Black wealth is hard to come by in this country. So it is so important to maintain it. So I encourage you to donate, to donate, and do some research and support. So moving on to the next question. And my next question is, do we think that by now, hypothetically speaking, in this Harlem Nights universe, do we think that Sugar Ray has passed on the club through the generations? Maybe he passed it on to Quick, who passed it on to someone else. Do we think that club would still be in existence today?
Oh, I no, I don't think it'd be in existence today, and I'm only saying that because so many legacy businesses that have been around for, hundreds of years, they struggled, during the pandemic. And, you got a lot of like downtown areas that are closing, places are getting gentrified, rents are getting too high. The the locals, quote unquote, of different, areas like Harlem that was predominantly a black neighborhood
Right.
isn't really anymore. It's,
Yeah, it's
rich white trust fund kids now. So
yeah. I would have to. I hate to say it, but Mark, you bring up a good point. I I would say maybe somewhere else in New York, maybe it would have the chance of surviving. Obviously, sticking to the plot here with Bugsy and his whole gang, they probably wouldn't survive if they stayed. But in terms of the business surviving, some version of it may have survived in New York, because at least for a little while, New York used to hold on to its history, its architecture.
Oh, I don't think the building would be demolished.
Yeah. At least, I mean, the building would still be there. I don't know. Maybe not, or maybe maybe at this time period you've got some young TikToker, I don't know, social media personality that learned the history and decided to I don't know, turn it into something else. I don't know, being optimistic.
It's a Starbucks.
Oh no, not a Starbucks. Starbucks also rolled back their DEI, so now I'm going to places like Phil's Coffee. And
well, if you're around a Phil's and there's a Starbucks nearby, why would you go to Starbucks anyway? You could go to Phil's.
That's true.
Phil's is fucking good.
Phil's is really good.
They don't have it on the East Coast, but when I'm on the
don't.
West Coast, I love me some Phil's coffee. Oh
My
God,
God.
it's rich. Oh,
The Honey Haze. Oh, Honey Haze.
This episode has been sponsored by Phil's.
Thank you, Phil's.
You should mail me some coffee to the East Coast, damn it.
I will see what I can do. So moving on. So there is a moment in this movie that even as a kid, it always made me really uncomfortable, and I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to take it. And watching it again, I was like, I don't know. I still feel weird. So there's a scene in Harlem Nights where Quick and Vera get into a fist fight.
Love it.
And I
Love
remember being a kid. I struggle with it. I'm not going to lie. I struggle with it. I'm like, why are you hitting this old woman? But at the same time,
hilarious.
She
comedy gold.
She beat his ass.
Yeah, and it was funny. That whole scene was hilarious.
His ass, though. Like initially, it was like, oh, but no, Vera kicked his ass.
And the taunting. I mean, it was all just so funny. That's why they got away with doing it and having Eddie Murphy beat up an old woman or try to beat up an old woman. It's because it was in the midst of this comedy storm that was happening there. It was hilarious. They were both hilarious in that scene.
I mean, they were both freaking hilarious. I mean, I guess my question is, it is funny, but does it hold up today? Would we do that? Do you think that we would see that in the movie today?
I don't care. Fuck them. Like, I say that about Tropic Thunder all the time. It's like the people that won't let them make another Tropic Thunder are assholes. Tropic Thunder is one of the funniest films to come out in my lifetime. And they're not allowed to make another one because it was too risque. And fuck them. Jesus. It's comedy. Laugh.
It's definitely comedy. I think the one thing that always makes me nervous with, like, for example, with Tropic Thunder and Robert Downey Jr.'s character in blackface is that clearly when you're looking at the character and you're seeing this character, the actor, not Robert Downey Jr., but the actor that he is playing.
They said in the movie it wasn't cool, though.
Right. Exactly. They're acknowledging that he is doing it from a racist place, and it is so wrong. And that's the satire of it, right? And I think the problem is that today we don't quite, especially with comedy, which comedy that's good comedy is satire, is poking fun at the absurdity of something. Is that, our audience,
I gotta say,
yeah.
Listen, and I know there's a lot of there's a lot of sensitive people. Listen, I'm a liberal. I'm gay. Listen, I vote Democrat, but I'm not a snowflake. I'm not offended quickly, and so I'll watch Dave Chappelle, and will I agree with everything he's saying? No. Some of the stuff he comes out of his mouth is vile and it makes me cringe. But some stuff makes me belly laugh and fall on the floor crying. So it's worth putting up with some of the cringe to get some laughs. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's my opinion.
I think what it is for me is, like, if something is inappropriate, definitely call it out, definitely address it. But at the same time, really think again, because good comedy makes you laugh at the absurdity of something that is awful, in my opinion. And so again, I think that you really got to look at the context of of the joke, of something that might be incredibly offensive. Is it coming from a place of just saying ha ha
Right.
ha ha, or saying this is so absurd?
And
Which,
and
you
to
know,
bring it back to Dave just for a second, it's like that's what he doesn't understand. And I wish that he would understand. Because like I said, I do find him funny, but he doesn't get the fact that sometimes you're just being an asshole,
right,
Dave.
right, right. So there's, there's definitely a line, but in terms of satire, we have to give some leeway. It makes me think of another one, and I'm not going to stay on this too long because we should keep talking about a movie. But I think we're also talking about comedy here, and this movie is comedic. So yeah, there's a really funny SNL sketch with oh my God, what is her name? With Adele and oh God, Kate McKinnon and one of the
Of
other.
course, she's in everything.
But anyway, the sketch is it's an infomercial for these white middle-aged suburban women that want to go to Tanzania for their vacation.
This just sounds funny.
And in the background, it's just all of these like gorgeous built black men walking around in the background, and they're like
What
talking about
episode
how
is this?
beautiful. I'll send you the link, but they're just talking about, come to Tanzania, look at the bamboo, blah 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 blah. And the absurdity of this is that these white women are fetishizing these black men and talking about how exotic they are and they're from this third world country and blah blah blah. But that's the bit, is how absurd these white women are for doing this.
Yeah.
After the sketch came out, there was so much backlash about it being racist. And I was so frustrated because I kept
That's
saying
where
to
the
myself,
comedy was.
that was the
They were
point.
pointing a finger at it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what they were saying. That was the joke. But anyway, let's have some fun with the universe of Harlem Nights. So personally, I would love to see, because I'm just that kind of person, I would love to see a follow-up movie. I think if any movie were to have a sequel, were to have a resurgence of sorts, I think it would be Harlem Nights. And I think if a sequel were to be made, I would like to see it follow the tradition of bringing in all of this black Hollywood royalty, all these black comedic legends together. So, Mark, who would you want to see in a sequel?
You know who I want to see in that film, and he's not even famous, but Quinn Lamar. He's a stand-up comic. You should check him out. He's got YouTube stuff, but he is an up-and-coming comic,
Okay.
and he's queer and he's black and he's hilarious. So if they were making this movie, I think they should give him his flowers and put him in this movie.
I am all for that. I'm all for giving an up and comer, a talented up and comer, a chance. So, yes, Quinn Lamar. Anyone else?
I would say to leave Tracy Morgan out of the movie.
Why?
I don't like Tracy Morgan.
Oh,
I don't find him funny in the least. I listen, as a person, I'm sure he's adorable, but I don't find his comedy funny.
okay.
And he happens to be in so many things. Like he was in the updated Coming to America, and I was like, no, no, it's Tracy Morgan.
Okay, hold on. I want to do these comedians service, so I'm gonna look them up really quick because I think I have an idea of at least two people that I know I want to see in this movie. Okay, okay. So I know that I want to see Tiffany Haddish. I want to see Janelle James. She plays the principal in Abbott Elementary. I think
I want to see Leslie Jones as the new Delle Reese character.
that would be interesting. That okay, okay. I could see that. I could see that.
Leslie's
Um,
hilarious.
I know that I want Kiki Palmer in it for sure.
Of course you do. You want her in everything.
I do. I'm obsessed with her. Kiki, I'm obsessed with you.
She's your
Um,
Hollywood sister.
that's my Hollywood. Kiki is my Hollywood sister. You heard it here, listeners. I know I want Kiki Palmer. I want, oh my God. Uh Issa Rae has to be in it. I would want Steve, why I don't know why I'm saying Stevie Wonder, not Stevie Wonder. Probably because I'm thinking about his comedic bit on SNL. obviously, I want Eddie Murphy to be in it in some way. I would love him to be able to pass the torch in some way, or just have it being an ongoing story of how he tries to maintain a new club in whatever venue they they set up in. But I want Eddie Murphy to be back in it. I want either I want Eddie Murphy to direct it again, or I maybe want Justin Simien to direct it, because I love her and I know she hasn't had as much exposure as Issa Rae or Janelle James, but I personally love her.
Could we get Jamie Foxx? Would Jamie Foxx do it?
Oh, I think Jamie Foxx must
Okay.
be in it.
Okay.
He must be. Jamie Foxx has to be in that movie. I mean, I know that he's problematic at sometimes, but I wonder what they would do with David Chappelle in a movie like this. I wonder what they would do with David Chappelle.
Again, we're both in agreement there.
Yeah,
that
we're
he's
both
problematic.
in agreement. Yeah, that's problematic.
I'm not saying that he's not. I have the duality though in my heart where he's problematic, but he also does make me laugh.
We also know that he's still, still talented.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking again of like, black comedians, black royalty, black history. I think Alfre Woodard should be in this movie.
Oh, she would crush it.
Oh
my God, I love her. She can do anything.
She can do anything. I think Alfre Woodard would be great in this movie. I want to see, because I just saw him in.
But I want to see her as the villain, because I always see her as the villain. Sorry. Even in Star Trek, like I had a hard time not seeing her as the villain, even though she wasn't.
No, I didn't see her as the villain in Star Trek. Spoilers, everyone. Watch Star Trek Lower Decks.
She's so badass in Luke Cage, though.
Oh, she was great in Luke Cage.
Oh my God, I love Luke Cage.
Anyway. I think that Kevin Hart should be in it.
Donald Glover should be in it.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
He can do comedy.
Yes.
He can do drama.
Yes.
He can do action. He can do everything.
He would be so good. If anything, I would love to see a story between Eddie Murphy kind of passing on some of his mentorship skill to Donald Glover.
Oh my God, yeah.
That would be cool. Or no, not Tiffany Haddish. I think Tiffany's just a little too But I could go on and on. And while we're still talking about this movie today, I might randomly blurt out another name that I think would be great in this movie. But that's our start-off cast. We're sending it to Paramount.
It's a stacked cast.
Oh, it's totally stacked. We're sending it to Paramount right now. Okay. Moving on to our next question. Oh no, that's not. There are no more questions. You know what it's time for, Mark?
What's it time for, Matt?
It's time for Director's Cut.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
At this moment in time, we are going to talk about and replay some of our favorite scenes. We're going to act out some of our favorite moments. So, Mark, are you ready?
Yeah, what's the first scene? What are we doing?
So the first scene that we're going to do is the See, I laugh already.
You're an asshole. By the way, anyway.
It's so good. But also I don't know how many one-on-one person scenes there are from this movie that are genuinely just comedic. The one-on-ones are the more intimate ones.
Matt wrote this script this week, okay? It's his episode. And he picked all the scenes, and they all have like 11 people in them. And I'm like, Matt, it's just both of us. Unless you invited somebody else. He's like, no, just us. I'm like, okay.
It's not 11. It's like 5.
Here we go. It's the acting Olympics today.
We're going to do it. So this scene, listeners, is basically what I love about this scene, besides the comedic talent and brilliance of everybody in this scene. You get to see the dynamic of how everyone works in the in the club at Sugar Ray's club. You get to see how everyone works, the dynamic between everyone. Like an average end of the day situation is something that you get to see here, and it's just hilarious. It's one of my favorite scenes, and we're gonna do it. Here we go.
Who's who?
I
Hello?
am definitely gonna be Vera.
Okay. So let's see. I am Ray, I'm guessing, but I think I also have to be
Quick.
Quick. So I'm gonna be Ray and Quick, and I'll try to switch up the the voice a little bit so the audience knows.
Okay.
Action.
I'm gonna do a little bit of stage direction here. The door blasts open, and a woman about 60 years old comes marching into the room. She's dressed to the T, and although she's quite hippie and weighs at least 200 pounds, you can see she was pretty hot in her day. She has a sweet grandmother face and a mouth like a sailor.
Vera, you know we tally up at 4:00. What's the problem?
Oh, kiss my ass, sugar. I got to watch my girls till the last trick is gone, and I am about to make no customer rollover so I can punch a damn clock. Now, I know this is your place, but I'm in charge of the girls, so you can just kiss my ass. Sugar putting on the charm and wrapping his arms around her.
All right. Calm down.
Oh, Sugar, don't be kissing all over me like that. Don't do that.
How much money we do tonight?
About 200.
200? Girls are busy tonight. How y'all only make $200?
Oh, kiss my ass quick. Now, I don't ever say nothing when the bar and crap table come up short.
Because the bar and crack table don't ever come up short. Only the girls.
What are you trying to say?
Vera, calm down.
Kiss my ass, Sugar. I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.
I ain't trying to say shit. The girls are always coming up short. Let's get this shit out in the open. Even when the place is packed. And you in charge of the girls? So, either you or them have a problem with your arithmetic.
You accusing me of stealing? Yeah, the boy ain't say you was no thief. Now sit down and shut the fuck up. Oh, you shut the fuck up, Benny. I tell you to kiss my ass too, but you probably can't find it, you blind motherfucker. I mean, you gotta step out back.
Hey, it was just a little misunderstanding.
No, it ain't. It ain't no misunderstanding. Quick accused me of stealing. And if you're gonna take up for Quick in here, we can all be some fighting motherfuckers this evening. Bring your ass. Come on, get up, motherfucker.
All right, you want to fight? Well, fight then, fat motherfucker. I'm tired of your shit. Now, sure, don't hold me.
Watch out, Quick. You're fucking with a heavyweight.
Cut.
Okay, we both deserve an award for that. That was gymnastics.
It was very, very much gymnastics. But like,
Man.
also, listeners, to the point again of the improvisation, there was no like set script that I could find to pull these scenes from. There's a good chunk of this stuff. Oh yeah, like I mean, there is a set script, but with the actual text that made it to the movie, this is, I had to add the stuff in and switch it out because the actors just improvise so well. Like, I mean, for example, the line where Quick is like, "No, Sugar, don't hold me," because he's pretending that he's gonna actually go out.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Vera. But that was clearly that was Eddie Murphy, just doing a bit.
Yeah.
And then Red Fox as Benny, that line. That line, watch out, you're fucking with a heavyweight. It's like that wasn't in the original script that I saw. So obviously Red, made that up. Just, my God, these guys were so good. I can only imagine how much fun they all had on set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I don't know how they got the movie made because I wouldn't have made it through a take. I would have laughed. Scene number 2.
Oh, this one looks like it has
2 people.
Is it?
Yes.
Am I mistaken?
No, you are not mistaken. Believe your eyes, Mark.
Oh wow, that's cool. But I don't see where the scene ends.
Wait, hold on. Let's see.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it now.
Yeah. So So listeners, this scene kind of sets up the stakes of the movie. We've got this opposing nightclub in Harlem that is run by Bugsy Calhoun, who's like the Italian mobster that runs this club. He sees that Sugar Ray's club is making much more money than they are, and he wants a cut of it, and he wants to take them under. So he sends his right hand man, who also happens to be a police officer, Cantone, to kind of go and investigate Sugar Ray's club and to intimidate him a little bit. This scene is the first meeting between Sugar Ray and Bugsy Calhoun's right hand man, Cantone.
And that's Danny Aiello, right?
Yes.
The casting,
yes, go ahead.
Across the board, everybody was just perfect for their parts. It was great.
Yeah. And Richard Pryor, who plays Ray, Sugar Ray, the owner of the Black Club, you get to see a different, more dramatic side to him. And like, he's still funny. Like, Richard Pryor is still Richard Pryor. But he has some great dramatic moments, and Richard Pryor does a lot with his eyes.
Him at the beginning, like that whole opening thing could have been its own little mini film. Him with the kid, the little kid Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Where he's like kind of fishing for the gun or whatever, but just like that guy keeps telling him, "Oh, get that kid out of here, get that kid out of here." And just Richard Pryor is just like, "No, like, fuck you, it's my club. The kid's staying in here."
Right.
Yeah, I love that scene.
But this is a great scene. There's a lot that's happening here. There's a lot in subtext between these two people. It's a little bit of a power play between these two people. It's an interrogation.
I'm guessing I'm Cantone because I'm white.
Well, no. Who do you want to be?
No, I'll be Cantone.
We can switch it up too.
It's fine.
Because we can totally switch it up. I'd be. Okay
I can play white people too.
You can. You have range.
Thank you.
Action.
Hello, Raymond. How are you? My name is Sergeant Phil Cantone.
What are you doing in my place?
I need to speak with you, Ray. And I know you wouldn't want me standing around outside this neighborhood. I mean, I felt I could get hurt around here. And please, put the gun away, Ray. Colored guys with guns, they make me nervous.
How can I help you, Mr. Cantone?
Jesus, that's a beautiful suit. What is that, Macy's?
Oh, tailor-made to order. If you like, I'd give you his number.
No, I buy off the rack.
Really? You can never tell. Your clothes fit you so well.
That's funny. That's really funny. My clothes fit me well. What are you? Used to be a nightclub comic or something?
Nope, I've been in the candy business for the past 20 years.
Candy business? Are you serious?
20 years.
Well, that's strange, because somebody told me you ran an after-hours club called Sugar Ray's, hottest spot in Harlem. Told me you could gamble, drink, fuck, dance, anything there, and that you owned the place. Aren't you Sugar Ray?
No, sir, I own a sweet shop.
Oh, sorry. I'm in the wrong place. I thought you were a different Sugar Ray. Oh, well. A candy store, huh? That's just great. So you live here in this great place like this and wear tailor-made suits. I'm selling candy.
That's right. Candy business is something else.
I'll say. Must not be a ninja on the street with a healthy tooth in his mouth. Oh well. See you later, Sugar Ray.
Cantone starts to leave and then turns around in the doorway.
Hey, maybe I should go into the candy business. I'd like to wear nice suits and live in a place like this. I know a lot about candy, too. You looking for a partner, Ray?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well. Candy business, huh? Sugar Phil's candy store. I like that. Maybe I'm just dreaming. I'm a cop, for Christ's sake. See you later, Ray.
Cantone walks out. I bet you will. Shit.
Cut.
It's such a good scene. Something about this, again, this movie really does, this scene really does set the stakes for the movie, and really does make the audience aware that there is still very much danger in this film. It sets the tone in terms of the time period that these characters, that the black characters are living in. We're still living in 1938.
When Eddie Murphy goes to that restaurant to meet up with the gangsters, and it's all white people.
Oh my God.
And then you see the eyes on him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's so this scene, yeah, it's well done. It is well done. And I still get chills watching it now. It's that good.
What I love about it, though, is Eddie Murphy's character doesn't give a shit. He's like 1980s Eddie Murphy dropped in 30s Harlem because he don't give a shit. Nothing.
He is.
Yeah. Water off duck's back.
And the thing is, too, is like in any other type of movie, if this were a drama, obviously it would not necessarily be period specific, right? But we are still in a comedy, and we have some fantastical elements here to where we can bend the rules a bit, you know? And Eddie's comedy, everyone's comedy in this movie is appropriate. It works. All right, moving on to scene number 3. Now, in scene number 3, what?
I just looked at Willie, Jerome, and Jimmy are sitting around a table. Oh, and Vera's there.
Like I said, it's only 5 people.
We're gonna really strategize here. It's like doing math here, and I've been drinking. Let's see, who can I be that's not gonna interact with himself?
We're gonna figure it out. We're figuring it out. We're problem solvers.
Amy, where's Amy?
Listeners, so this scene is this scene kind of sets up what Sugar Ray and the gang are gonna do to counter the threat of Bugsy Calhoun and his goons. So here we go. Do you want to be Ray this time?
Oh, I haven't been Vera yet.
You want to be Vera? No,
I have not been Vera.
Okay, so you can be
Vera and Willie.
Okay, and then I'll be Ray.
Oh, and I'll be Jimmy. I'll be Vera, Willie, and Jimmy.
I'll be Ray and Quick and Jerome. And at some point, I'll also be Benny.
I'm gonna forget who the hell I am. You're gonna have to remind me. All right, fuck it. We're doing it live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. All right, so just a little setup. Everyone is at Sugar Ray's place. They're all sitting around a giant table right now, trying to strategize. Here we go.
Action.
Now, I've known for a long time that we're the only club in the city Calhoun didn't run, and I've been expecting him to try to squeeze some time now. Calhoun wants 2/3 of our profits. Now, I know I feel the same way, but if we stay in business, we'll have to do it. There's no way we can fight Calhoun. I mean, we got the heart. We just don't have the muscle. Now, if we give in to Calhoun's demands, everybody's salary is going to decrease by 2/3.
Well, Calhoun can kiss my ass, because me and my girls ain't paying him shit. I say we relocate.
Now, we know y'all have families, and it ain't easy as that to just up and leave. But y'all know y'all can't live on 1/3 of what you're making right now. So, fellas, I have a way we can all make some heavy money, because we have to relocate. But if we do everything the way I planned it, all of you can make about $50,000 apiece. And with that, you'll have the money you need to relocate, or if you want to go legit, you can do that too. Start a little business of your own.
Yeah, Sugar, how are we going to make 50 grand?
Well, everybody knows the big fight is this week, and there's going to be over $750,000 in the booking houses on Friday night.
Well, that sounds to me like Bugsy Calhoun is going to make a lot of money. He owns all those booking houses, except ours. How are we going to make 50 grand a piece?
We're going to rob Bugsy Calhoun.
How are we going to do that if you said we don't have the muscle to fight him? How are we going to take his money?
Well, if everything goes the way I want it, by the time he realizes he's been hit, we'll be a day gone already. Another thing we need to have to do is get all the cash we got and put it on that white boy to win the fight.
But Jenkins is going to kill that boy?
Exactly. Calhoun knows, we know, Jenkins and everybody else knows he's going to kill that boy. So if he sees us betting on the white boy to win, he'll think that we talked Jenkins into taking a dive. So we can win some extra money when we leave town to help us live happily ever after. Oh, I get it. He'll put his money in with all the other money, and it don't matter who wins because we hitting all the money anyway. Sugar, you a sweet, smart motherfucker.
Cut.
Amen to that.
Amen. Richard Pryor was so good. He was so good
Yeah.
in this.
Was this his last film? It might have been his last film or one of his last films.
I think it was one of his last films. When did he pass? When did he go?
Because his MS it took him
Yeah.
This came out in what, 89, and didn't he die in
89.
like 91?
Wow.
You can tell he it hadn't gotten to him too bad yet, but you can tell he was older. Yeah, the disease had gotten to him a little bit in this one, but it fit the part because he was playing like the older, like fatherly character. So
Right.
that
It
worked.
just made sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, where are we? What is this scene? Oh. Okay. I'm laughing because I just love this scene so much. Okay, so listeners, this scene is a follow-up from the fight between Ray and Vera. No, between Quick and Vera. The fist fight they get into outside. And we're kind of coming towards the end of the movie, and it's Ray and it's Quick and Vera and Benny, and they're all at Benny's place, and the guys are like, "Hey, Ray, have you apologized to Vera yet?" And he said, I think she's fine with it. She said she's okay. And they're like, no, I think she was genuinely hurt and you need to apologize. And this scene kind of establishes in a very nice way, and much later on in the movie, which is very interesting, it establishes the relationship and the history between Vera and Quick in such a nice, simple way. I love it. And also sorry, go ahead, Mark.
Oh, this was the scene, wasn't it?
Wait, which one? There are so many of the scenes.
This was the scene that I texted you about, where Eddie Murphy's standing there in a wife beater.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Sorry. I just needed a moment. I saw him, and I mean, I'm not a woman, but I was having the hot flashes. I was like, oh my Lord. Woo, Eddie. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was hotter than seeing him with his shirt off. Seeing him with his shirt off was hot, but like in the wife beater, I don't know, something about it.
Who do you want to be for this one? I think.
Oh, I don't care.
I can't tell if I want to. I think I want to be Benny in this one.
Okay.
I think I want to be Benny.
Are you gonna be Benny and?
I'll be Benny and Quick, yeah.
Okay, then I'll be Vera and Ray. I think they interact the least.
Okay. Or we can popcorn in between the two, but okay, here we go.
Action.
Oh, Quick, you should have seen it. 30 limos full of niggas riding off into the sunset. The my boys didn't know what to do with themselves.
Well, we can't open up no more. They'll bust us every night behind that shit.
And dig this. In every car, Sugar had a box of candy with a note. Sorry for the inconvenience. Good Lord, Sugar, you's a cool, sweet motherfucker. Sugar, I'd love to see shit like that.
You love to see anything, you blind motherfucker. What you got to eat in the kitchen? I'm hungry as hell.
Go and look. I know there's a couple of cans of hash in there. Why are you making some hash and eggs?
Y'all want something?
I'm okay.
I'll have some coffee. All right.
So everybody's looking for me, huh?
Yeah. But we'll be out of here soon enough. We'll put this thing in step.
Everything's set?
Man ain't gonna know what hit them. By the time they realize what happened, we'll be in Jersey, counting the money. We'll split it up and hit the Parkway and say, goodbye, New York.
How's Sunshine doing on the pickup, man? He done proposed to her 4 times already. Said he'd leave his wife and kids and convert from Catholic to Baptist. Now, there's some mean pussy to make a man change gods.
Bernie, where's the hash?
In the middle of the cabinet on the 3rd shelf.
That's not hash, that's tuna fish.
Well, shit, make some tuna fish then.
You gotta do something about them eyes, Bernie. You got my mouth all ready for hash and eggs, and all you got is no hash. You can't fuck me that way.
Oh, bitch, please.
Bitch, please. My ass. You want a sandwich?
It was not too much trouble.
Smile with me, Bernie. She's a sweet old lady. You ever apologize to her?
For what?
For shooting her.
I heard she had no hard feelings about that.
Yeah, but I think she was a little hurt.
I know she don't show it, but deep down, she really is a sweet old woman.
Bernie, where'd you put this orange juice in the refrigerator with just a swallow left in the container?
Vera, why won't you leave me the hell alone?
But that don't make no sense. You ought to just finished it. Don't put it back in the refrigerator with just a swallow left in the container. I get my mouth set for some orange juice, and it's just a swallow left in the container.
Oh, well, swallow it and shut the fuck up then.
You blind motherfucker!
You fat bitch. You really should go talk to her. Tell you sorry. I'm going to do a little stage direction here. Interior, Benny's apartment, kitchen, day. Quick gets up and goes into the kitchen. Vera is making tuna fish.
You want a sandwich quick?
No, I'm okay. You okay?
Mm-hmm. I just can't stand silly shit like this. Now, why didn't he finish this? That's just dumb.
A little stage direction in here. Vera pours the orange juice into a glass, annoyed, slams it down on the table. You know, Vera, I never told you, well, never told anybody I was sorry for anything, but I really wish that would happen. Never happened, and I appreciate everything you've ever done for me, and I'm sorry.
Well, take your sorry ass back to the living room and tell Sugar to send somebody to get some orange juice.
Yeah. I love you too.
That boy. Love that little boy.
Cut.
I love that scene so much. So when I looked at the script, the improvised lines were not in the original version of the script that I found online. So I think
This was a tough one.
yeah, right? Like this was a tough one, and also the clone Tyrone was a tough one too because of Jamie Foxx's fucking improv.
That was another really fun movie.
That was fun, but like in terms of finding a script that there was no way I was going to find all this improv. Jamie went off the rails when he improvised. It was great, but I was like, I'm not going to find a version with all his stuff in there. I love this scene so much. One, because of just the comedy between Vera and Benny. It is like The Honeymooners. Listeners, if you know a TV show called The Honeymooners that came out in the... How old is that show? When was that show around?
What, like the 50s maybe? 1950s?
Like there's a back and forth between Benny and Vera that is very much like The Honeymooners TV show of that of that time. And I also wonder, just thinking about those two characters, if they had a thing, or maybe they are together, or maybe it's a sibling relationship, but you can tell that there's love in between how much they're fussing at each other. And in terms of Quick and Vera, again, you see the history of their relationship just played out in this scene, and there's a good chance that she helped raise him. I think obviously Quick grew up in the club scene with Sugar Ray and with Vera and with Benny. So, she took care of him just as much as everybody else did. So I think that last moment, going back to the improvisation, I think that Delle Reese improvised that moment where she starts to cry and, say, I love that little old boy.
Yeah.
Beautiful moment. Always.
I wish that they would have set something up beforehand that you could have, like, with that at the beginning, you see him as a little boy. Had you had like some type of interaction with the young Vera there to set that up, that would have been good.
Yeah, like all they do is they just have her voice in the background, in the scene in the past. I mean, and her voice is so iconic that I get using it. But yeah, it would have been nice to see her. But I guess she was also, doing madam things.
Yeah, that's true.
So, rewrites. If there's anything that you could change about this movie, what would it be and how?
There weren't enough white people. I kid. That's a joke. No, no. I love this movie. This movie's great. I actually like the pacing of this film because it's not bombastic. There's room to experience sort of the world that this film is in, along with the characters. And I've talked about this so many times, but just movies. I keep going back to there's a movie with James Dean. Man, what the hell is it? I'm drawing a blank. But where the characters are like the whole, cast of characters that's behind the main story arc that's happening are just as cool and hilarious and interesting and whatever, that it's sort of it's world building, and it gives you little things throughout the film to sort of enjoy along with the ride. And that I felt that way about this film. It's like, yeah, there's the main cast and there's the main plot that's happening, but there's all these side characters that really make the film so rich and that makes it really enjoyable for me. So if I had to change anything, I don't know. I don't know if I could. I just think it's a really cool little Fabergé egg of a film.
I think so too. I just want more. I want more of this. It is such a shame that this movie got a Razzie Award. It is not deserving of a Razzie Award at all. I so strongly disagree with that, and I dare say that was just out of spite. That was out of spite because this movie was so good and so funny, and the cast was great. Which reminds me, sorry, yeah.
Oh, East of Eden was the James Dean film. Most people think I'm probably talking about Rebel Without a Cause, but I prefer East of Eden. It's a brilliant film, and everybody should watch it.
You heard it here, listeners. Yeah, I don't think I would change anything. I don't have the heart to change anything. I just want more, and I want a sequel. That's what I want.
With Quinn Lamar.
Yes, with Quinn Lamar and Tiffany Haddish, and yeah. So standouts, anything that wasn't mentioned that you want to mention?
Oh, well, I loved that they really leaned into the noir.
Oh my God, yes.
Like they took the noir spirit of like an old Hollywood, like 1940s black and white film. They took that and they sort of updated it, but it had that same feel to it. There was some seriousness about it, which made the lightheartedness like fun to me. The music wasn't spoofy or campy. No, the music was like a serious noir. The lighting, the cinematography was like a serious noir. They took it very much that way, as though you're watching a serious think piece, Turner Classic Movies or something. But no, this was a comedy. But I love that juxtaposition. I love that. So that's my standout there. There's a few things.
This movie, the shout out that I want to give is to the art department, the costumes, the hair and makeup, the music, the production design, all of it, all the behind the scenes work, everyone that worked on it behind the scenes, well done. I felt like I was watching something from another time period. Again, I love the music. The music is great.
Was it Arsenio that was crying?
Yes.
I mean, the tears kept coming, and he kept crying, and he was crying so hard that he blasted through the roof and blasted his friend, and it was just, I was dead. That was so funny. He just kept crying, and like they catch up with him finally, and he's still crying.
And then like the moment where they're Quick jumps into the flower shop and he hides behind the wall of the flower shop, and Arsenio,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And they're like shooting the machine guns, and you have the one guy in the group of the three that he just has his gun and just like shoots 2 bullets.
That's it. Everybody else has got like these fucking semi-automatics, and the Tommy guns. They're holding Tommy guns, and then this one guy who's just got a pistol. He's like, "Pop!" And that's where the comedy is.
That's where the comedy is. It is so ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm trying to think. What do I want to give a shout out? Like, I said costumes, production design. I mean, again, just the cast, everyone had so much fun making this movie. You can tell.
I didn't think they were going to kill Jasmine. I didn't think they were going to kill her.
I didn't think I thought she was going to live. I thought they were going to end up together, but that's just what Hollywood, Hollywood does that formula.
And then, pop, and I was like, oh, he killed her.
Oh my god. And then
the line though, this one's personal.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I'm just thinking about the moment after where Quick comes to Ray's house.
She's dead. No,
Ray's like,
no. He thinks it's talking about sex.
he's talking about sex. He's like, I killed her. Well, toe to pussy up, huh? He's like,
no, I killed her.
he's like, no, I shot her. He's like, oh, pussy was that bad, man. Like, again, like clearly improvised. That was clearly improvised between the two of them, and it was so good.
It was gold. It was gold.
And also, you know, I think Eddie. This is a little jumping the gun a little bit because, you know, we've got our trivia moment, but I think Eddie said that he could have focused a little more on the film in terms of direction, but from what I saw and from my knowledge of what he did behind the camera, I thought he knocked it out of the park. I think this was his first and only movie.
Yeah.
And he knocked it out of the park. This was great. Absolutely great.
Well, he's got what was that song that he did? Oh, Party All the Time?
Yeah, my girl likes to party all the time.
No, listen, it's still making him money. He did it one time. He's like, I'm going to put out this album. And it was like bomb. And it's like, people are still playing it. You know, my girl likes to party all the time, party all the time. See, it's so catchy. Man, he just dropped it and then walked away. Was like, yes, I can do this too.
But we did get to see him come back and show off his vocal chops again in Dreamgirls.
Did he sing in Dream? Oh, he did.
He did.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Jimmy Early.
Dream Goods. Oh my God. Yeah, Jimmy Early.
Jimmy Early.
Jimmy got soul.
Jimmy got soul. You know what? We got to do that one. We gotta do Dreamgirls.
Oh, absolutely.
We got to do Dreamgirls.
I love Jennifer Hudson. I'd watch it just for her.
There are some people that I might want to bring on for that one specifically if we do Dreamgirls.
Oh, so we don't have to play 6 characters each? Oh, thanks, Matt.
Smart ass, no. All right. Here we go. Our next part of the segment, trivia. Trivia. So, Eddie Murphy once said that the jokes and camaraderie between him, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Robin Harris, and Delle Reese behind the scenes were much funnier than anything that was in the film. I can only imagine. I wish I had a special, like, ridiculous 4-disc behind the scenes Blu-ray. I know people don't buy Blu-rays anymore, but I wish I had that. I would love to see that footage. According to
Gabby Tartovsky's June 7th, 2011 article, Richard Pryor's toning down, of the Sugar Ray character wasn't scripted as such, and Pryor believed his performance was a result of being bothered with a recent multiple sclerosis diagnosis, which kept him to himself at the time. So if he seemed a little withdrawn, it was because of his recent diagnosis. Yeah. But I think, like we were talking about, it sort of, it colored the performance a little bit in a way that kind of helped.
It made sense. I mean, as sad as that is, there was something to be said about, especially, and I didn't talk about this enough, the chemistry between Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. You have these two generations of comedy in one room, and one person is passing wisdom on to the other in terms of the characters that they're playing. It makes sense that Richard's character would be more subdued and Eddie Murphy's character would be more gung-ho. It just works. The vulgar yet playful arguments between Red Fox and Delle Reese on the set inspired Eddie Murphy to create a series starring the two. The result was The Royal Family, which was Fox's final project before his death.
Was that a film or a series?
I don't know, but now I want to go see it.
Yeah, I'm curious. In his autobiography, Pryor Convictions and Other Life Sentences, I'm guessing they're talking about Richard Pryor, he states that he never connected with Eddie Murphy. People talked about how my work had influenced Eddie, and perhaps it did, but I always thought Eddie's comedy was mean. I used to say Eddie be a little nice, and that would piss him off. I finished Harlem Nights thinking that Eddie didn't like me.
Oh, that's sad. I hope that they reconciled or, stayed in contact in some kind of way. That's a shame.
To get deep here for a second, though,
Yeah.
on that note, it's like it's been my experience through life that every interaction you have with somebody is going to be sort of filtered and colored through the lens of whoever you're talking to or associating with, right? So everybody's going to see you a little different. Nobody's going to see you the way you think you're being perceived, because they're bringing their own experiences to the table and going to see you in the way that they're going to see you. um yeah, I have some good friends of mine that are polarizing figures to say the least. A good friend of mine. Well, I'll bring up Norma again. She was in. I talked about her at. What was that movie that we did? With the cute old lady that fell in love with the young guy at the office.
Oh, hello, my name is
My name is Doris.
Doris. Yeah.
Yes. So she was my Doris, but yeah, she's very polarizing because she speaks her mind and she's a firecracker and she doesn't mind pissing people off and being a little bit of a bitch, but she's one of my close friends and I just love her. I adore her. But because I choose to see the best parts of her, and I think that that's something you have to think about with people. It's um, Richard did not think that Eddie, liked him, but Eddie adored him. So
Yeah.
you never know.
The story of Irish mobster Bugsy Calhoun trying to take over Sugar Ray's nightclub in order to control Black Harlem is loosely inspired by the real-life feud between Jewish gangster Dutch Schultz and black gangster Bumpy Johnson over control of Harlem's lucrative numbers gambling rackets in the mid-1930s.
Bumpy Johnson. Sorry. Tee hee. In the movie Life in 1999, which also stars Eddie Murphy, his character says during his yard fight, "Hey man, I know a bitch named Della that hits harder than you." Eddie is referring to Delle Reese, who he has a fight with during Harlem Nights. This film was made because Eddie Murphy wanted to direct and act in a period piece. Also, Murphy had always wanted to work with Richard Pryor, whom Murphy had considered to be one of the greatest influences on his work in stand-up comedy.
Reportedly, at the global box office, the film grossed about 3.5 times its budget. Suck it, Razzie.
Suck it, Rosie!
And whoever decided that should get the Razzie Award. As Delle Reese would say, kiss my entire ass.
Fuck! And its various derivatives are spoken about 133 times. Yay!
Yeah, there are a lot of fucks in that movie, like every other word. So, final thoughts. How many pounds of sugar, 1 to 10, are we giving this movie?
Oh, 1 to 10. Doing 1 to 10 pounds of sugar.
Yes. Remember, because we have to think about what, the stuff that later Lady Heroin was smuggling.
Oh, Lady Heroin. Oh, my goodness. That whole plot, I liked that part of it. That was cool. And that I felt bad for the gangster, though, because he's really like, oh, I'm going to get myself some brown sugar tonight. And then, no, that was not happening.
No, he was fully deserving of his dragging down.
It's true. It's true. Fuck the haters. I'm gonna give this 10 pounds of sugar. In the back of my really cool what is it? The Model T? Whatever the fuck that car was.
Let's see, yeah. It was probably a Ford. Yeah, I'm giving it a 10. I'm giving it 10 pounds of sugar. I love this movie. I might watch this movie again in the next couple of days. I might have my significant other watch it as well. tonight. We'll see.
This is one of those films, though, like an Onion. I mean, the thing is layered. You're gonna catch something on each rewatch that you missed in the first round, and it's gonna strike you as funny. So yeah, this is definitely a very rewatchable film.
Absolutely.
What shows are on BQN, you ask? Well, here's a rundown of some podcasts you might be interested in. All Good Things, a Star Trek Universe podcast covering all of Trek, hosted by Amy, Christos, Kelvin, and Kristen. Whether you've got Xbox or Nintendo, check out Bargain Bin Gamer, a YouTube show hosted by Davey and Mitch, self-proclaimed gamers who specializes in reviewing and showcasing affordable video games. Grab your popcorn as you listen to Cinema Z, a film discussion and review podcast showcasing films you probably missed but should definitely check out, hosted by Mark and Matt. Don your apron for The Food Replicator, where Matthew eats and drinks his way through Star Trek Cocktail and 3 cookbooks. Beam Aboard Galaxy Class, a Star Trek Next Generation podcast covering all of TNG, hosted by Steven. In order to not repeat it, listen to History with the Szilagys, a snippet of historical events from around the world, hosted by Chrissy and Jason. For the newest Trek coverage, check out Infinite Diversity, hosted by Chrissy and Thad. Curl up with a good book and delve into beta canon with Peter, host of the Trek Book Club on Twitter and BlueSky, and his companion Trek Book Club podcast. Test your Trek knowledge with Treksperts Quiz, a Star Trek quiz show hosted and written by Davey and MC. If you're a member of Starfleet Federation or Planetary Union, go check out Union Federation, covering current Star Trek and the Orville, which we all know is really a Trek show, hosted by Kyle, Kevin, Amy, and Haley. Head over to YouTube and watch The View Screen live on Sundays, your Trek-inspired talk show hosted by Kelvin and Amy, with new 8-week seasons in the spring and fall. Spill the tea with Christos while he discusses current Trek news and events and explores the world of fandom via guest interviews, all with an LGBTQIA+ perspective on What's the Tea Bev. And for our patron members, we have the Hive Mind with script readings and roundtable discussion, It's Green, a cornucopia of topics, and Amy's Math Moments, a quick look at math moments in Star Trek. You can keep up with all of these shows by following the network at BQN Podcasts on Instagram and BlueSky. We know you have a choice of podcasts to choose from, and we thank you for listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Alrighty. So, Mark, why don't you give us a little tease of the next episode?
All right, guys, you are in for a treat next week. So next week we are going to be covering Bent. It's a 1997 British/Japanese drama film. See, I wasn't aware of that, but anyway, directed by Sean Mathis, based on the 1979 play of the same name. So this is a romantic comedy set in 1930s Germany. Just kidding. It's really not. It's about the Holocaust. It's a real downer, but I love this film. It's about the persecution of homosexuals in Nazi Germany. It does have a lot of heart in it. There's some really great acting in it. I mean, the cast is phenomenal. And I think that we bring this up on Cinema Z a lot, but these types of stories are more important to be shared and spread and watched now than ever, because and I appreciate that we didn't really go political this episode, but the country that we live in is trying to censor and take away these stories and not allow these stories from getting told. So I think we have a duty to get this stuff out there before we can't anymore. So please watch this film, listen to the pod. We are going to try our hardest to make this movie about the Holocaust be, like the podcast at least, be as entertaining, as fun as possible. But the subject matter is dark, so we will try to balance it out as much as we can.
Yes. Well, listeners, we would love to hear what you thought of today's episode, and we hope you'll join on our Facebook group, the BQN Collective, to continue our discussion there. You can also skeet your thoughts too at Cinema Z Pod on BlueSky, and let us know if you'd like to recommend a film. Please follow the network on BlueSky and Instagram at BQN Podcasts. And don't forget, you can join the conversation with BQN hosts and fellow listeners on our Discord server. Reach out to any of our hosts for details. Mark, where can people find you when you are not coming up short with cash? Because you are...
You better not be calling me stealing.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that girls are always coming up short. To get shit out open, girls are always coming up short. Either you or them got a problem with it.
You want to take this outside, Matt? You want to take this outside?
Oh, fine. You want to fight? Let's fight.
Well, when my girls are not coming up short, because they don't, you can find me in the BQN Collective sometimes on Facebook, but I'm really not on Facebook anymore. Let's boycott Facebook, people. Let's just not do it anymore. Fuck the patriarchy and all that shit. Down with corporate America. I'm on BlueSky. You can find me on BlueSky. And like I said at the start of the episode, you can find me on Letterboxd, MW207. Actually, it's the same screen name for both, so it makes it easy. Where I am starting to review films there as well. And please also follow the podcast on BlueSky as well, at our Cinema Z Pod. And Matt, where can people find you when you're not kissing my fat ass?
When I am not kissing your entire ass. I am on BlueSky at MLJENN. I believe that's what my BlueSky is.
No, that's your porn BlueSky, honey. You're at 1701 Blurred.
Oh. Well, I mean, there's that one too. I mean, like, there's the one that I have for porn, and then there's the one that I have for business. So there's...
No, really, isn't it 1701?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just started saying both now because I realize I'm on both, and I never mentioned the other one. Oh. But no, so you can find me on BlueSky on at 1701BLERD. That's my my page for my web series about a gay black nerd that sees his life like a Star Trek episode. You can also find me on at Matt MATTLJENN on BlueSky as well. You can find me on at MLGen on Instagram and on Threads. And you can also find me on at 1701BLERD on Instagram and Threads as well. So please hit the subscribe button on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast and leave us a star rating and written review. It helps others to find the show, and you can follow the entire network's podcasts with our master feed by searching BQN. And now you can subscribe to the BQN feed on BlueSky so you never miss a skeet from any of your favorite shows.
At this time, we would like to thank our associate producer, the lovely Miss Amy Nelson, and a special thanks to Laz Marquez for our original show art. The opening and closing music for this podcast is titled Dancing Dead and was provided by Ketsa from the Free Music Archive, providing royalty-free music for content creators.
If you'd like to help us keep all our shows coming to you each week, you can become a patron of the network on Patreon. We will add you to the Hive Mind Facebook group so you can enjoy It's Green, Amy's Math Moments, and other network perks. With a monthly subscription of $5 or more, you can join our meetings on the Hive Mind Roundtable discussion on the second Saturday of each month. Visit patreon.com/BQN to get all the details and watch your messages.
Thank you for listening.
We hope you'll tune in next time.
So, baby, how'd we do tonight?
Oh, about 200. Ukraine is fighting a Russia-led invasion, defending its territories against ongoing missile attacks. This aggression has been hurting families, destroying homes, and disrupting the lives of millions of Ukrainians.
There is innocent blood on Russia's hands. Now is the time for the whole world to unite and fight together toward peace and democracy in the world, rejecting Putin's one-party system led by a fascist dictator.
Here at Cinema Z, we'd like to encourage everyone to pitch in to protect democracy worldwide. United 24 was launched by Ukrainian President Zelensky as the main venue for collecting charitable donations in support of Ukraine. Funds will be transferred to the official accounts of the National Bank of Ukraine and allocated by assigned ministries to cover the most pressing needs.
Please pitch in what you can. It's like punching a Nazi with a fistful of pennies.
And who doesn't love punching a Nazi?